Have you ever felt a weight on your soul, a darkness that just won't seem to lift? A shadow that creeps in when you least expect it, making you feel anxious, restless, and completely alone. It's a heavy burden to carry, one that can make even the most powerful person feel helpless. Imagine being a king, with all the power and riches in the world, yet still being tormented by a troubled spirit. This was the reality for King Saul. The Bible tells us in the book of 1 Samuel that a distressing spirit had begun to trouble him. His royal courts, his vast kingdom, none of it could bring him peace. His servants, seeing his anguish, grew desperate. They watched as the king, once a mighty warrior and a confident leader, became consumed by fear and turmoil. The halls of the palace, once filled with sounds of strength and authority, now echoed with the king's troubled sighs. His advisors came up with an idea. They said to him, "Let our Lord command his servants here to search for someone who can play the lyre. He will play when the distressing spirit from God comes on you, and you will feel better." They believed that the soothing power of music could be the answer. Think about that for a moment. In the face of a spiritual and emotional battle, they turned to art. They turned to the simple, beautiful sound of a stringed instrument. King Saul, desperate for any relief, agreed. So they sent for a young shepherd boy named David. David was known not only for his bravery. He had faced lions and bears to protect his flock, but also for his incredible skill with the lyre. He was a musician, an artist whose heart was connected to his craft. Imagine this scene. A dimly lit royal chamber. King Saul sits on his throne, but he's not a picture of power. He's hunched over, his face etched with worry, his breathing shallow and rapid. The shadows in the room seem to dance and mock him, feeding his anxiety. The air is thick with tension. Then David enters, a simple shepherd boy in the presence of a king, holding his lyre. He doesn't speak, he just begins to play. Softly at first, the notes from the lyre begin to fill the silence. Each pluck of the string is a gentle wave of sound, washing over the troubled king. The melody is simple, yet profound. It speaks a language that words cannot, a language of peace and tranquility. As the music swells, something remarkable begins to happen. The tense lines on Saul's face begin to soften. His clenched fists slowly relax. His ragged breathing evens out, becoming slow and deep. It's as if the music is a warm, golden light pushing back the oppressive darkness in the room and in his mind. For a few precious moments, the torment ceases. The distressing spirit releases its grip. Saul can breathe again. He finds a temporary sanctuary in the sound. The music creates a space where the fear cannot touch him. In that moment, he isn't a tormented king. He is just a man finding a moment of peace. But here's the crucial part of the story. When David stopped playing, when the last note faded into silence, the shadows would creep back in. The relief was only temporary. The music was a balm, a soothing ointment on a wound, but it wasn't the cure. It managed the symptoms, but it couldn't heal the root cause of Saul's turmoil. The darkness would return, and with it, the fear and the restlessness. This story, found in 1 Samuel, chapter 16, verses 14 through 23, is so powerful because it shows us both the incredible gift of music and its limitations. Music, art, nature, friendship, these are all beautiful gifts that can provide comfort and temporary relief from our struggles. They can be like David's lyre, pushing back the darkness for a little while and giving us room to breathe. But they aren't the final answer. They point us towards something deeper, a more permanent source of peace. For many, that peace is found in faith, in a connection to God who can heal the soul in a way that nothing else can. David's music brought Saul temporary relief, but it was David's God who offered true, lasting restoration. So the next time you feel that weight, that shadow creeping in, it's okay to turn to the things that bring you comfort. Whether it's music, a walk outside, or a conversation with a friend, embrace those moments of relief. But also remember the story of Saul, and consider looking for the source of true and lasting peace that can heal the heart from the inside out. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, please consider subscribing for more content that explores these timeless truths. We'd love to have you join our community.